Today on Titan Sports Recap, Titan Softball sends a message at the SoCal Collegiate Challenge to start off their season. Titan Men's Basketball hopes to find a way to the Big West Tournament. We have our basketball analysts coming into the studio today to talk about their performance. And from DePaul to Cal State Fullerton, what could have been the reason for this athlete's drastic change? Our very own Jasmine Arenas has the scoop on a special Get to Know Your Titan. All this and much more on the Season 9 premiere of Titan Sports Recap. Hello and welcome back to Titan Sports Recap, bringing you the best video coverage of Cal State Fullerton Athletics. We have an exciting episode for everyone, whether you're at home, school, or even work. I'm Janice Garcia.
And I'm Justin Patuano.
Cali Ford and the Titan softball team start the 2015 season on a high note by defeating Purdue, Idaho State, Notre Dame, and Northwestern State, making them a force to be reckoned with in their first tournament on their nationally ranked best schedule. The Titans faced the Notre Dame Irish one last time in the tournament on Sunday. Could they get 5 straight wins? Let's take a look at the highlights. Entering the final game of the SoCal Collegiate Challenge, the Titans face the Irish and see if they can sweep number 21 Notre Dame with some production on the field. In the bottom of the first, Missy Takiyaho to lead off, and the ball reflects off of Katie Barrynot and recovered by Katie Halls, but Takiyaho beats the throw to first. This is the third consecutive game she has reached base to open up the game for the Titans. Now top half of the second with one out, Katie Haas shows some power to deep or right center field. Courtney Rodriguez unable to make the close catch. Irish are up 1-0. Now Notre Dame with another opportunity to score. Cassidy Whitten hits a long fly ball to Sarah Moore for a sacrifice fly. With corner advancing to third, scoring is Jenna Simon. Michaela Arizmendi launches a 2-run home run to center field. Nobody can catch this one. Notre Dame now leads 4-0. No break for the Titans. However, Missy up to bat with one Titan on base. They weren't ready for this, folks. With a 2-run home run, Missy is her name. Hitting home runs is her game. The Titans cut the lead in half, 4-2. Now in the top of the fourth, Casey Africana up to bat, hits one off Desiree Ibarra to center field. Courtney Rodriguez watches another one go over the fence. Notre Dame now leads 5-2. And with 2 outs in the fourth, Casey Whitten again helps out her team, singling to left field. And Carly Wester scoring the Irish's 6th run of the game. Top of the fifth now. Christina Washington trying to settle down Notre Dame's offense. However, Katie Haas again demolishing the Titan pitchers with a solo home run to left field. Due to travel restrictions, the game was suspended at the top of the 7th with no outs and bases loaded. What's the difference between last season's teams and this season?
There's a lot better chemistry. Last year there were little bumps, and we took care of it right from the beginning this year. So, we didn't want the same mistakes to happen last year, and everybody's on the same page. So that's the big difference between this year and last year.
I think, with 5 games coming up over the next few weekends, several weekends, I think we just have to learn how to manage each game, game by game, and not look at, oh, God, we got a big weekend and 5 games. Okay, we've got game 1, we've got this opponent. We've got to do our job scouting, do our job at practice, and I'm going to tell you, losing this Sunday is going to motivate our practice Monday through Friday this week and prepare us for next weekend.
So now that the first tournament's done, they are 4-1, and now they're going on a long road trip. So hopefully Missy Takiyaho and the rest of the girls can keep up the momentum. They did have a 7-4-1 record away for their record away at last season. So let's see how they do.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens. They do have a promising season ahead of them, so should be exciting, interesting. Already on their way, Tisha Allen Abrea and the Cal State Fullerton women's golf team will begin their spring portion of the 2014-2015 season as they travel to the Gold Rush presented by California Ford Dealers and hosted by Long Beach State. The event will be held at the Old Ranch Country Club in Seal Beach, California. The team began playing their journey earlier today at 8:30 this morning. There will be 11 other teams that will be putting in this 2-day event, such as Boston College, BYU, Colorado State, Hawaii, Fresno State, Portland, UC Irvine, and UC Riverside. All 3 rounds of the Gold Rush will be streaming live, courtesy of golfstat.com.
The Stampede was alive with an attendance of 3,102. However, did the Titan men's basketball team feed off that vibe? Let's take a look. Reporter Vanessa Martinez has the highlights.
UC Riverside faces Fullerton for their homecoming game after the Titans come off their first conference win against Cal State Northridge. Let's take a look at the highlights. It was a loud and energetic night at Titan Gym where the Titans and Highlanders battled back and forth to the very end. UC Riverside controlled the tempo of the first half, shooting 56% from the field. Here's Jalen Bland with a nice takeaway early in the game, draws the foul, and one. Bland goes on to make the free throw. Here, Highlanders swing it around to Stephen Thornton from 3-land, and it's good. 4 minutes into the second half, and the Titans were down by as many as 13 points. They swing it around to Jalen Bland in the corner, who ended the night with 25 points. He jukes Alex Gentry across the baseline, up and under, and that's in. The Highlanders kept their lead up with help by Taylor Johns, who ended up walking away with a double-double at the end of the game. Johns, top of the key, drives to the basket and draws the foul. Riverside was 61% from the free throw line that night. Things heat up quickly for the Titans with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Alex Harris answers back way beyond the arc at the buzzer. Unbelievable. Timeout Highlanders. The Titans finally find their rhythm and they're back in it with 8 minutes left in the second. Alex Harris shakes off his defender, pulls a jumper, and ties the game at 46 points. Coach Taylor calls a quick group huddle as the half's winding down with less than a minute left. Titans are down by 2, and the entire gym is on their feet chanting. Harris gets fouled. He ties the game up once again with a pair of free throws here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading into overtime. With 5 extra minutes of gameplay, and the Highlanders take the lead right away. Final shot here by Jordan Mason right behind a 3 mark, misses, and the game is over. The Titans lose in overtime against UCR for the 2nd time this season, despite career highs from Alex Harris and Jamara Coe. Here's what the Titans had to say after the game.
It was just all playing hard. I told myself if we win or lose, I was going to leave everything on the floor, and that's what I did. And the shot was open, and I took it. Just didn't go in.
I thought it was a great atmosphere. I thought it gave us great energy early in the game. I thought these guys fed off of it. It was an excellent crowd, an excellent homecoming event, and we squandered off an opportunity to take advantage of it.
After a tight game, the Titans fall to the Highlanders 66-71. They visit UC Davis this Thursday at 7 o'clock. Reporting from Titan Gym, I'm Vanessa Martinez, Titan Sports Recap.
The last game of their 3-game road trip was a struggle for the Titan women's basketball team as they lost to the Matadors of CSUN 82-51. CSUN's Cinnamon Lister had 14 points to lead the team, and Tessa Boginai scored 11 points in the game. The offensive end for the Matadors showed their strengths with shooting 43% from the field and 38% from the 3. On the other hand, the Titans, now 9-12 and 3-5 in conference, could not keep a steady flow in the first 20 minutes, only shooting 20% from beyond the 3-point shot. Their turnovers played a role in their loss by having 23, while the Matadors only had 13. However, in the second half, Deja Smith had an 11-0 run for the Titans.
On February 7th, with a 2-1 win over Loyola Marymount University, the Cal State Fullerton ice hockey team advanced to the WCHC playoffs against Northern Arizona University. This past Saturday in Flagstaff, Arizona was a roller coaster ride for the Titans as they lost to NAU 6-2 as they took the honor of WCHC champions for the 3rd straight year. However, congratulations to the Titan ice hockey team for a great season and all of your hard work.
We have our basketball analyst, Christian Vigil, to break down the men's basketball so far this season. Christian, take it away.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christian Vigil, and we have a new segment here called the Hot Table. Tip, it's new, it's trendy. We're going to try something new. Work with me here. So, I'm going to be talking about the men's basketball team this season. Right now, they're 9-14. They're going through some struggles, but it is an improvement from last year, specifically a player like Steve McClellan, who's improved on his rebounding. Second leading rebounder in the Big West Conference, he is leading with 8.5 rebounds per game. Now, talking about the men's basketball team, they have 8 games remaining on their schedule, 5 of them on the road, including one against UC Davis, in which they are 10-0 at home. So it's going to be very difficult for the Titans, but if they can finish at least 500 within their next 8 games, they should be able to make the playoffs as the 8th seed. Recently, they snapped a 6-game losing streak against CSUN, and now CSUN at the 8th spot, they are 2-8 for the season against Big Western Conference. Now, offensive struggles for the Titans have been difficult this season. They are 7th in points per game, and they are last in assists in the Big West Conference. So, obviously, offensive struggles for the Titans. They're going to have to fix that up, score some more points. Alex Harris cannot carry that team, but you know what? With a little more ball movement, with a little more control, they'll definitely be there. The key to this season is offense. Defensively, they do play hard, they do play smart, they do rebound the basketball like they should. But if they want to make the playoffs as the 8th seed or even the 7th seed, they're going to have to score the basketball. And that is my opinion. Take it away.
If you get a second chance at something you love, why not take it? One of our newest Titans is a transfer from DePaul. Reporter Jasmine Arenas had a chance to catch up with Moses Morgan.
It just takes a matter of just extra work, extra push, and just believing and just not quitting.
Through a series of obstacles and a tough journey, Moses Morgan's vision is clear. He keeps his dream alive, a dream that was influenced by his father and role model, Winston Morgan.
He's mainly the reason why I started playing basketball. He put the ball in my hands, and I'm not sure the exact time of when I started playing, but I know I was little. He has like pictures of me when I was a baby, like shooting.
Having a father figure who not only traveled the world playing basketball, but also mentored Morgan was quite the challenge.
And we always went to the gym around like 9 o'clock, and we would stay till like 12, like probably every day. And it's been times where we kind of got into it. I kind of got tense, but yeah, he was probably the main one.
Late nights at the gym certainly paid off. In high school, he was ranked 30th among small forwards by ESPNU and number 33 by Rivals out of high school. He took his talents to DePaul, where he appeared in 83 games over 3 seasons.
It just reflected on the amount of work that I put in, and then just bringing my talents to DePaul, just playing in that conference was tough, and I had to grow and mature. And then bringing that mentality and that experience here, it's better for this team.
His powerful demeanor and level of experience has brought the team together.
He brings a different level of leadership to our ball club. He's a 5th-year senior. He played in the Big East, so I don't think there's too many settings that we will encounter that he hasn't experienced at a high level. And so his leadership in that area has been exceptional. Since he stepped foot on campus, he's just given us a different voice, a demonstrative voice, both on the floor and in the locker room, and our guys respect it and they respond to it. But he also is a guy who can really shoot the ball exceptionally well with great range.
With great expectations comes a mass of responsibility.
Weight room, a gym, and I'm always getting extra shots or extra lifting. Just the confidence that I have in myself and just the confidence that I have in this team as well. Just wanted to be, vocal, and I just like talking.
But one of the most important things for Moses reflects off the number on the back of his jersey. For some, it's just a number. For him, it's a reminder of the man above.
It came about, I'm very spiritual, I'm a real believer in God, and the number 3 came about was the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
After transferring from DePaul, Cal State Fullerton has been Morgan's second shot at the game, as he's averaging just under 10 points per game, with only 8 games left on the schedule before conference tournament. Morgan remains very optimistic about a great end to his collegiate career.
A matter of just extra work, extra push, and just believing and just not quitting. And then once we had that type of mentality, and I believe we do, I think everything will start falling into place. That's why I want to play basketball as long as I can. Whether if it's overseas, NBA, you know, I would love that. My dream is to play in the NBA, and I'm gonna work as hard as I can to get there. My name is Moses Morgan, small forward, Las Vegas, Nevada.
For Titan Sports Recap, Jasmine Arenas.
Here's your Titan timeline highlighting the biggest games coming in the next 2 weeks. Men's basketball heads out to UC Davis to face the Aggies on Thursday, February 19th at 7 p.m. and Hawaii Saturday, February 14th at 9 p.m. They continue conference play to host Cal Poly on the 19th at 7 p.m. and Gauchos of UC Santa Barbara with an early start at 5 p.m. on February 21st. Women's basketball hosts UC Davis on Thursday, February 12th at 7 p.m. and Hawaii at 6 p.m. on the 14th. Then they will travel to San Luis Obispo to keep their playoffs hopes alive against the Mustangs on Thursday, February 19th, and the Gauchos on Saturday, February 21st. Titan baseball begins their 2015 season at the Clearwater Tournament at South Florida from February 13th to Sunday, February 15th. Their home opener will be on Tuesday, the 17th, against the USC Trojans, with the first pitch starting at 6 p.m. and will host Stanford with the first 3-game series starting on Friday, February 20th through the 22nd. Titan softball is going to have a long road trip starting off in Las Vegas, Nevada at the UNLV Desert Classic from Sunday, February 8th to the 15th. And then we'll travel to Palm Springs, California to participate in the Mary Nutter Classic to face ranked teams LSU and Texas A&M starting from the 19th to the 22nd.
And remember, all of our social media outlets, you can catch our entire video highlight library on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/TitansSportsRecap. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @CSUFSportsRecap. And don't forget to tag us when you're at an athletic event. Find us on Facebook for updates on all Fullerton Athletics. And check us out on Instagram for behind-the-scene photos. Follow us at Titan Sports Recap.
That's going to do it for this episode of TSR Season 9 premiere. Thanks for joining us. I'm Janice Garcia.
And I'm Justin Patuano. Have a great night.